Hey guys, we're back with another episode of WWE SuperCard 2, and I'm going to continue to keep calling it that because that's what it is. Now, the main point of this video, I'm going to play some exhibition and talk about how I feel about the game, bits and pieces like that. But first of all, I'm really happy I've got what I consider so far to be the best card in the game. Now, I should just notice at the bottom of the corner, this picture of Ziggler is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I've found the best card in the game. Now, a lot of people obviously have different opinions on what is the best card in the game. You can go by overall total stats, overall win percentage, or blah 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 blah. As far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to click rare here, so you know full well this isn't exactly going to be a high stat card. This fucking Adam Rose picture is the best card in the game. I don't give a shit what card there is, what card they bring out. As far as I'm concerned, this will not be beaten at all in SuperCard 2. Even Fandango's ridiculous picture with the peacock feathers behind him, that still doesn't beat this. This will not be beaten in any way by any fucking card, and this is not going to be changing from my champion pick for a long time, I don't think. Now, with that nonsense out of the way, just before I get into exhibition, one thing, the only King of the Ring here, and this is pretty tight, but one thing I wanted to point out, which I had planned to mention in this video, and then I have seen that watching Big E Dude's most recent video, he's also mentioned it, but seeing as I did plan to put it in the video, I may as well do it anyway. And when it comes to like Perfect Pro in your cards, you've got to build up all the stats. Where are we? You want to max out, obviously, total matches to 20, and your procs, your abilities, got to be maxed out as well. Now, it means playing with the cards over and over again, blah blah blah. But a lot of these cards that I threw into King of the Ring, I've not used at all. Brie Bella being one, which is why I opened her up, so I don't know why I've just closed her down again. And the key point here is King of the Ring matches count towards your totals. So Brie's been in 1 power match, 6 toughness matches, 4 speed matches, 3 charisma matches, and has had her ability fire off twice in however many matches that she's actually had. Which is great because it means, obviously, if these are cards I do want to pro up eventually, which, to be fair, probably Brie and R-Truth are not falling into that category. But at least with Warrior, Cena, and Nikki, I don't know why I had a fucking brain fart there. It's obviously a nice boost on the side, how it helps boost your stats up. And at least then you're not fucking up the Perfect Pro, even if the game is physically telling you it's going to be a Perfect Pro. So with that out of the way, ended yesterday's episode on, I think, a 5-2 exhibition record. Have played on and off in between, waiting on network error, this number, network error, that number, maintenance or not maintenance. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the game this morning. It was just down for hours and hours and hours again. So they obviously really tested this game well. But yeah, we shouldn't really be too surprised there. Now, I'm trying to obviously build the cards up fairly evenly. I don't see the point in leveling up 2 of the cards and then just being underpowered everywhere else. I really need to actually swap one of these Nickies for Brie, so at least I've got some kind of compatible tag team, which I probably will do when one of these Nickies is actually completely maxed out in terms of like how many matches they've had for each ability, blah blah blah, as I mentioned before in the King of the Ring thing. But biggest thing I hate about this game currently is just how long it takes, and I know I'm not the only one here, how long it takes for the exhibition games to finish. At least in SuperCard 1 you could sit and tap the screen on and off throughout the match and you can get through it in under 30 seconds with no problem at all. This, I've got 10 picks here because constant network errors and I kept closing the app. This one, I haven't actually timed it, but it seems quite a lot more than 30 seconds, which even if it's only around the 40-45 second mark, which isn't really a lot on the whole, it's really quickly adds up, and obviously in PCC it's going to bring the points total down. And speaking of PCC, Brad came out in that Reddit Q&A he did and said, yeah, it's PCC this weekend. Okay, well, it's 9 PM on Saturday. Pretty sure that's the weekend, and let's have a look. Oh, no PCC. Damn, it's almost like they told a lie or give us some misinformation, but that can't possibly be true because they don't do things like that. But yeah, the length of time, it's really stretching out. Now, I don't know if they've done it deliberately. I'm actually going to time it here. So, if the game ever fucking starts, I do have a timer here, so I'm going to tap on the screen, try and get through the match as quickly as possible. It may just be completely misleading, to be fair, and it's not actually that bad, but it really seems it. Of course, if it does prove that I'm actually wrong here, then I'm going to be talking bollocks and look like a complete idiot. And as it turns out, we're already at 30 seconds now, and this pointless crap at the end is actually going to push it over the edge. And more crap, and more crap. 41 seconds to get to the pick screen. Now, as I said, in PCC that's going to add a lot of extra time on, and it's going to bring points totals right down. But it also obviously is going to affect when you're grinding away, not necessarily for energy, which, on the subject of energy, what is even the point anymore? If they guarantee you an energy after every match, then just do away with energy and just leave your cards at max power throughout King of the Ring. There's absolutely no point anymore in energy. You level your you energize your cards. You then go and spend what should be 5 minutes playing 10 matches, but it's probably closer to about 7 or 8 minutes now. And then you're done, and you've got 25 energy again, and you can come back and knock it out a little while later and do the same thing again and again and again. There's no point in energy now at all, especially since energy is also on the board as well as a guaranteed one after each match. So no one should ever be, running low on energy. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I know obviously people are going to come back and probably bitch that I've said that, but it's absolutely ridiculous the amount of energy they've given. It's great, they've given us the 25 cap for energy. That's all well and good, but forcing energy down our throats now as opposed to before when it was so hit and miss, there's no middle ground. Let's put it that way and leave it at that. And because I started going about energy, I can't remember what the fuck I was actually talking about before, which is really useful. I think it's length of time in matches. That sounds familiar. Hey, we lost. Great. Yeah, the length of the time matches is stretching the game out. I don't know if it's done artificially to, obviously, if before you could grind 10 matches in 5 minutes and now it takes 6 or 7 minutes, you multiply that upwards, and obviously it's going to take you longer to level your cards, not necessarily level them, but to hit all the requirements for a proper perfect pro. So if it's going to take you longer and longer, it's going to take longer and longer to reach end game. So yeah, it's probably in there deliberately because there's absolutely no need. Apparently, there's no way I can talk. There's no need for the rolling 1, 2, 3 count thing at the end. There's certainly no need for that stupid ass black and white dancing cards in the ring thing that they give us to show your cards celebrating. I couldn't understand what the fuck that was in SuperCard 1. Why they felt the need to bring that over, I really do not know at all. But with the exception of games taking 17 years to finish now, the game is pretty good, to be fair. I mean, there wasn't really too much they could have done to improve it. They have done most of what they could have done. Everything looks... is that a nasty boy? Nice. I mean, the layout's a lot better. All this fucking jazz in the background, lightning, fire, is probably not really needed, but hey, it looks pretty. And hey, won the King of the Ring game. this I do like about King of the Ring. They've upped it so you've got what, 6 possible matches, and then everything's at best of 5. Okay, he wasn't energized. Fair enough. But making it best of 5, I didn't even realise. I literally started the King of the Ring earlier on, and then couldn't get in the game, as always. I came back to it a few hours later, and it was actually in the middle of, where is it? This game here. I was tuning down to Suzumoy on the way to getting completely destroyed, because I literally hadn't been able to get onto the game for however many hours it was before then. Energized a couple of times since, and it's still really, really tight. 10-1, 10-1, 9-2, 8-3, 7-4, 7-4, 7-4. It's probably, it looks like one person's going to miss out because the others, but then again, it's only a couple of games back, so still a long way to go. It's only a super rare King of the Ring, I think. Yeah, so it's not the end of the world if I don't win. I had timed it when I started it so that it would be over right as I finished work. Tomorrow? Next day? No, next day. What the fuck am I talking about? And this was also going to be based, obviously, on no more maintenance. And what do we get this afternoon? Another pop-up saying tonight, more maintenance. If that's more than an hour, then I'm probably fucked in the final. But I say it's only super rare, so it's not the end of the world. If it's going to be another 2, 4, 6, 8 hour downtime again, because for whatever reason the game, they can't keep the servers up, whether it's because SuperCard 1 and 2 are both in the same app, which, you know, it's a great way to try and lie and say that it's not separate games when we all know it is. Maybe it can't handle it, or it could just simply be this fucking pointless shit right here. Global fucking chat. What is the point? I mean, seriously, what is the point? All you've got on here is people typing complete bollocks, and there's so many people typing on it, you can't have a conversation with people. You can't even barely read what's on the fucking screen before it uploads, and everyone's posting a load more shit. And also, the main thing, this isn't global chat, this is fucking kids typing sex with the hand, sex, I like boobies, you are poo-poo head, and all this other random shit. Not even swearing, most of it. It's just literally 10-year-olds talking. I don't want to say talking about, oh look, what have we got here? Sex, 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 sex. I mean, what is this fucking shit? If this is the reason that the game has so many fucking errors at the moment, so many network errors, and the servers are fucked, then just fucking take it away. It's the most pointless addition ever. King of the Ring Season chat, great. King of the Ring Season 1 chat, great. Blocked users, I don't know why we need a list of blocked users. But this fucking shit is so pointless. It's pointless to the point where my voice is breaking. And that makes even less sense than having this chat in the first place. And what the fuck? Okay, I'm kind of confused here. Before I started recording this video, I only just noticed this, I started a new King of the Ring Season 1 just for shits and giggles, basically, just to see how long I could leave it without energizing, seeing if anyone's even playing it, and if I just got full bots. And apparently now it's finished. Like, literally within half an hour of starting it. Okay. Okay. Claim reward. This is going to be fucking awesome. This is like the easiest King of the Ring win ever. If I just get a WrestleMania and a Survivor for doing nothing in 20 minutes. Waiting on network. Is it going to kick me out and come back in? Is it going to stay on waiting for network forever? I'm really, really hoping it's gone straight to the end, because that'd be fucking hilarious. Not as hilarious as yet another waiting on network. I actually thought I was going to get through this video with no waiting on network errors. That was wishful fucking thinking, wasn't it? Nothing? What about if I go back and try it again? Get the feeling that it's just completely glitched and fucked. Let's go back to the main screen and go back in again. So if we can get back in, yeah, we're actually in the game. Okay, so it was actually just glitching and it's fucked up. Well, that's fucking annoying and disappointing and so on and so forth. Would have made good material, but let's have a look at if we didn't have to wait on network. Let's see how many bots we've got. Okay, so we've got someone using the new glitch to get support card as your champ, which if I wasn't so intent on actually using Adam Rose for a while, I would be putting Lana as my champ. May actually end up doing that. Actually, it's going to be Season 1 champ, isn't it? So I can just change page. So we will do that. So, actually there's a lot of humans in here by the looks of it. A couple of bots. I'm actually surprised there's this many people actually doing it. Unless they figure they're just the same as me. There's like, well, just do it just because it's free cards. You don't really have to put any effort in at all. So, yeah, I don't really give a shit about that. We'll just take whatever and just use it to train people up. And we're back, obviously. I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll definitely be whatever the day after tomorrow is. I don't know what today is. I've barely had any sleep the last 2 or 3 days. I'm thinking it's Friday. I think that's right. So yeah, there should be a video by Sunday at the latest. Yeah. And that's me out.